So, this is the pot. We've checked it's big enough to hold the turkey, which is a good thing. Surprisingly, some people pick pots that are not big enough. We've tested, the pot is big enough. We've scientifically guessed how much oil. We sunk a turkey in water, took the water out, saw where it came to, so we know. And now we're just going to fill it with oil. Hope for the best.
And the type of oil?
The type of oil we're using is rice bran oil, because other oils like sunflower will catch alight. So we're using rice bran oil.
Protection devices?
Protection devices, we have some. Kiwi safety boots. I will be changing out our Kiwi safety boots into proper closed shoes in a second. As soon as the dangerous part comes when you actually submerge the turkey in the oil. Now we're just heating the oil up, so it's not that dangerous.
To working out the volume needed.
So we took the turkey, put it in the pot, covered it up with water until the whole turkey was covered, and then took the turkey out basically, and then waited for, and then marked wherever the water level was. So that was our science.
Oh, there you go, Archimedean principles.
Yeah, just in case. We hope we don't need it. It's here in case we do. Same as one of those. Fire blanket, safety first, always. So we hope we don't need those because the turkey will be ruined.
Stored on the wood pile there.
Yeah, I suppose that's a great place to store the safety devices, on the wood pile that will be burning. Put it up there. In a tank of water. We should take the lid off. Yeah, and we should take the lid off just in case we need to jump in quickly. All right.
You've got there.
These are fireproof gloves for when we lower and lift the turkey out of the hot oil. They can withstand heat of up to 950 degrees Fahrenheit, apparently.
How do they go
They
with
look
hot,
like they're made from wool, so I'm a little concerned.
How do they go with hot liquid?
I don't know. I'm really not sure, because that's what I'm concerned by. They look like woolly gloves, so I'm wondering what will happen if they get wet. But they've got
Oh, that's probably your answer right there though. If they were wet with water, then the oil's not going to want to go there.
fire retardant material on the inside, so I don't know, we'll see. Oh shush, otherwise you're going to get deep fried, buddy.
Thanks.
Can you see where the 8 line is?
Yep.
And as you can see, the thermometer is very scientific too, because it says you're green and then it says turn your oil off. So it's a very scientific thermometer. Rice bran oil always murky.
It's probably repurposed engine oil.
Yeah.
I think that it's actually very easy to light a fire.
Intentional fires are difficult, accidental fires not so.
I think you might have just nailed it. That's going to go down into our health and safety work manual.
That's funny, man.
There we go. Ah, she blows. Almost see the needle.
On the bottom of the pot, so there's like a little stainless grate that's just on the pot for the turkey to kind of sit on top of. It came as part of an actual like rack, so the grate, and then it's got like a rod, and you're meant to put it through the cavity of the turkey, and the turkey's meant to go in head first with the feet sticking out. But that pot's not high enough for the turkey to go in that way, so we've changed it around a little bit, and we're going to put the turkey in sideways because it's actually a small bird, so it'll fit that way in. So we're using the bottom still as it is, and then I've taken the bar and I've repurposed it, so we've got basically like a hanger
Oh, is that what that coat hanger thing is?
Yeah, so we've got like a coat hanger that's going to go through the cavity of the turkey.
Turkey coat hanger.
And then with my gloves, I should be able to lower it slowly into the pot.
Brilliant.
That's the plan.
What temperature is the turkey going in at? I'm guessing it's room temperature.
Yeah.
Is it defrosted?
So the turkey's been, we brined it overnight, and then this morning it came out of the brine and it's been drying, air drying all morning. Pat it down with paper towels, get it nice and dry, and it's well up to room temperature by now. So it's going to go into the oil at 350 degrees Fahrenheit, which is hot. How hot did you say 350 was, Mark? 170?
About 165.
165.
It's not that hot.
It's not that hot. What do you normally cook a deep fat fryer at?
180 for chips
Oh, okay.
and 165 stuff like meat and fish.
Fish.
And what temperature? Well, I guess it depends on the oil, but what temperature does normal cooking oils get volatile at?
Presumably the red line.
Yeah, but this is
Just above where we are.
so this oil is set to get volatile at 520 Fahrenheit. Is its
Oh,
flash
okay.
point,
Oh, right.
which is why we use this one. A peanut oil is set at about 450, which is still 100 hotter than that, which is why they say either use peanut oil or rice bran oil. But rice bran oil can go to 520 Fahrenheit. Apparently.
Canola, I'm guessing,
It's
is
not
close to the red line.
Yeah,
Sorry?
well, it's not.
I'm guessing
flash
canola is close to the.
Yeah, so I think canola is kind of canola is closer to that green, the bottom of the green line. Canola is actually really quite low. Sunflower is even lower than it. Olive oil was surprisingly high when I saw, but everyone said don't use olive oil because it's got a very strong flavor, especially when you like fry in it. It'll flavor your food.
Hey, you notice the oil now though? It's now clear.
Clear, yeah.
Oh, it is clear. Look at that.
Crystal clear that.
Yeah, it was really murky when we put it in.
It's pretty cold.
Yeah.
Idea of adventure dining that we're developing here.
Adventure
High risk dining.
Yeah.
It's a-
But they say it's the best way to cook a turkey because it cooks in the bird we've got. We estimate it'll cook in 30 minutes, whereas normally you put it in an oven and you faff around for 4 hours.
Yeah. Dries out so much you have to
Yeah.
inject it with butter and all the rest.
And this one, they say it cooks in 30 minutes. So we'll see.
Is it stuffed or is it just an empty carcass?
No, it's just an empty carcass.
Yeah, it's got a wonderful doing stuffing muffins.
Doing stuffing on the side, so we're taking the stuffing and cooking them up in a muffin tin.
Oh,
Apparently
is
it's
that
not-
what you was doing when I was in the
yeah.
kitchen? Okay.
Apparently it's not called stuffing if it's not in the bird. It's called dressing when it's not in the bird.
I guess that's American pedantry, isn't it?
But they've stopped stuffing turkeys for quite a while now because apparently what happens is a lot of people get food poisoning because you put this stuffing inside of a cold turkey inside the cavity, and then as the turkey starts to cook, those uncooked juices run into the stuffing, and then.
I've had stuffed turkeys for like 35 years and
I know.
never had a problem.
But apparently it's not a thing to do anymore. So
Right,
yeah,
so
it's gonna bubble.
But don't reflex.
No.
I'll cut you.
Yeah, I mean I'm expecting it to bubble and squirt
Yeah.
and spray.
Yeah,
That's okay.
We're talking about the turkey, right?
Or me.
yeah. I think you'll be fine.
Right.
10 more degrees.
Better go in.
Yeah, it's about to go in.
I came over at the right point.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, awesome timing.
Wonderful.
Right.
Looks lovely.
Wait for it, Tiger.
Okay.
Being that precise, are we?
Yep.
Yeah, because I think it's going to lose a lot of heat as soon as we put the bird in.
Yes, it will.
So we want it to be on 350, so we don't want it to.
Right. So fire blankets there. Yeah.
Fire extinguishers up there if we
Yeah.
need it.
Are you alright in jandals?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, fine.
Yeah. I'm the one who's.
He'll be standing back watching Ryan get burnt.
Yeah,
So
that's okay then.
I might lose some skin on my shins, but we'll see.
Okay.
Fire's off.
No, not yet.
Okay.
Wait for it. Now the fire's off.
why is there one tap a different way to the others? So they go either way.
Yeah, that'll be China manufacturing for you. Yep. Here we go. Dun, dun, dun.
How do we end up with too much oil, Mark?
Heat expansion, bubbling, aeration. Oh, brown off quickly though.
Why is it not going in?
She said, because your catch is in the way, mate. Careful. Because you might have to take that.
Hang on, it's coming out.
Hang on, just wait because it's pouring out.
Hey?
The oil was pouring out.
Yeah, it's coming out.
Are you going to tip it in the other way?
Yeah.
I was thinking about that. Yeah. Oh, nice. Good job. Pretty cool.
Okay, just watch out for the oil spill.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because that's what causes fire, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Is this. But we'll just let that settle itself down. Well, it's coming out. It's coming out on its own.
So when you put it on again, it's pretty good.
We're not going to turn it in yet.
Presumably when the turkey warms up, that differential will
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't
Go away,
understand how it. I don't know. Maybe somehow oil displacement or water displacement is
Well, there's a
different.
lot of air in there, isn't there?
yeah, massively aerated. But
And
they're,
it could also be in that with the turkey brining it, that may have affected the.
I think you've done alright because the temperature drop has not been that high. So, yeah.
It's been alright. Are we gonna get some? Yeah, like
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
thinking paper towels or something just to
One
dry
of
that
these,
oil up.
these will need. Are you going to keep these or ditch them?
Ditch
Yeah.
them. Then we'll use those. That's fine.
Yeah.
So the
there's
oil's-
that energy conversion going on that we were talking about. This goes for quite some time, doesn't it? It's only dropped down to about 150 as it is.
Just watch out.
Yeah.
That's hot.
Yeah. I was going to wipe the taps and then round the side there as well because that will all catch. In fact, we'll have to do the ground as well because
That'll be pretty low temperature.
careful,
though.
Ryan. I don't want you getting on the back of your hand there. Yeah, that's true. Actually, that'll be pretty. Okay, we will have an open.
Yeah, but the heat
Maybe
should
we
be
should
going
get a
up,
soup
maybe.
ladle and kind of take some of this oil out.
Oh, yeah, but then you're not going to actually be. I think you don't want to go any lower than you are because it's otherwise that top bit is
Yeah.
not going to.
Yeah, I think when the turkey gets up to roughly the temperature of the oil, that
Yeah.
bubbling should
Yeah, exactly.
die down a lot.
Yep. I think you'll be fine. Mind your arm there, mate.
How long is it supposed to be in for?
30
30
minutes.
minutes.
Yeah.
So we're just about banging on 6 o'clock in my.
Oh, thank you. Obviously, you set your timer going, right, Ryan?
Yeah, absolutely. That was a friend of mine.
Luckily, too, you know at the time.
While I was lowering the turkey down, that was friend of mine. How long did it go for?
I think that went pretty well.
Yeah.
Ironically, just about the best thing you can pour there now would probably be meth. Just dissolve the oil and let it run out.
What do you reckon? Light up? Because he's dropping.
There is still a puddle of oil on that far side there.
Hang on,
There.
let me sort of mop this up.
On the block down below it as well, Ryan, there's a big puddle.
And then there's a bit there.
It's actually going to be quite.
Yeah, just sit there for a
That stuff on the ground is going to actually be quite hard to light, to be honest. But
Okay, right, let's carefully give it a go.
you know which one's the centre burner? I might start with it.
Oh, no.
I think the centre burner is the centre tap.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's going.
Do you want them all now? You probably want one, don't you, to maintain and just
Yeah.
bring it up a bit.
It's got
I
to
think
come up again,
We
actually.
could bring it
Yeah.
back up to temperature and then we can kind of control the heat. Yeah, I'm a bit surprised that because when we measured it with water, it was
Yeah, but if you
quite a
look
lot
now,
lower than that.
it hasn't actually lost a huge amount over the side, and yet it's now back to the correct level. So that aeration was what did it.
Yeah.
That's what actually that's the thing you have to factor in normally is for the aeration that happens to.
That's right. Which I guess we did.
Does remind me slightly of an experiment I did with a block of potassium that I liberated from the science lab at school.
How'd you get that home? Underwater, I suppose. Or
Oh, it was in
oil?
oil, and we actually I had a large library of books that had interesting topics at home, and I discovered that you could make depth charges with them by tying the block of potassium. Sodium or potassium is it? Which one ignites on contact with water? Potassium, isn't it?
Potassium.
But if you wrapped a block of potassium with a truck wheel nut in a whole bunch of layers of toilet paper, you throw it into water and it would sink before it blew up.
Oh.
No, I don't think so.
30 minutes.
Given that it started browning when it
Yeah.
almost instantaneously when it went in the oil.
You need to do it to give other people confidence.
I don't want to overcook it as well, though.
Oh, yeah. Customer confidence.
So we'll pull it out and stick a meat thermometer in, and I suppose I should Google what the temperature of cooked turkey is.
I think you're right, it'd be about 70, 72, wouldn't it?
I think I saw somewhere it was 170 Fahrenheit.
Yeah, which is a little bit above. That's probably 80 something. Be careful though. That's some energy floating around in there. Sorry, I didn't mean to block you.
I'm just wondering whether you could take that out, Ryan, and then just put it back in again when you need to get it out. You know what I mean?
Sure, I can try that.
Ooh,
Oh,
winner chicken dinner.
the chef's pilot piece.
Careful, mate. Use that metal thing in your hand.
Look at that. No, that's cooked.
That's pretty cooked.
Yeah?
I mean, look how easily that went into the...
One way to find out.
Yeah, we'll take it out and stick it.
Is that warm by any chance? Thank you.
Oh, I see what's happening.
Your generosity knows no bounds.
Wow, that's a thing.
I see how it is.
Oh, look at that.
That is the bottom.
Oh, that is the bottom.
Yeah, that is the bottom.
It is the bottom. But look at the legs, how they've kind of
Yeah,
retracted off the bone.
Mm.
Way over. That's good.
What about the leg? There was a leg they mentioned. Mind you, that leg's retracted so much you can guarantee that's cooked.
That's like the thickest part of the leg into the breast, and it's 190, 180, 185, when it was only meant to get to 165. So I think we're done.
Excellent.
That's good to know.
Yep, I've got it.
Boom.
Well done.